So, Netflix has another show with a lot of drama surrounding the content, like 13 Reasons Why, To the Bone, and Dear White People. There's a lot of drama behind the Netflix original Baby. So that tells me one thing, this is gonna be a good show, and I saw it, and it was a good show. So let's go ahead and break down the show and jump into it. But first things first, this is another Netflix original from a foreign country. So again, do yourself the favor, watch the sub because the English dubs are usually trash, and this one's no exception. Now on to the show. The show takes place in a rich suburb of Rome and follows a group of affluent kids who each have their own secrets. And I swear, I'm not talking about the other Netflix original called Elite. This is actually a show with the same premise. I mean, both shows came out this year. Both have the same premise, right down to the principal having a gay son. So I mean, shit, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? The CW has been doing this for years, so why can't Netflix? Now, the driving force behind Baby and what sets it apart from Elite, besides being from a different European city, is the main reason behind the media outrage over it. Now, the show follows the characters of Ludo and Kiara, two girls who come from affluent yet broken homes, both wanting to feel alive and to get away from all the BS of high school life and scandal. Ludo has a sex tape circulating the school and she's getting bullied and picked on for it, while Kiara is secretly sleeping with her best friend's brother, the same brother, Nicolo, who is also dating one of Kiara's friends. So you can see their lives aren't as clear cut as they'd like. So of course the natural thing to do is to go ahead and make bad decisions because they are teenagers. And the family drama of both characters, Ludo's parents are divorced, her dad is no longer in her life, and her mom is dating a younger man who is mooching and leeching off all their money. While Kiara's dad is cheating on her mom, the mom knows of this and accepts it, and yet they're putting on a fake facade while trying to control Kiara's life. So both girls decide that they want to be grown and they want to be wild and free and get away from this life. So they jump headfirst into the world's oldest profession, which is prostitution. The kicker is both girls are teenage high school students. Cue to outrage by the media for the depiction of sex workers and the glorification of that lifestyle, which by the way, this show doesn't do. The show doesn't glorify that lifestyle. This show doesn't tell girls or even perpetuate the message that this is a lifestyle young girls should go into. But of course, we have the media narratives already out there, so the outrage is going to come pouring in. Along with the two main characters, we have Damiano and Fabio. Fabio being the principal's son that I mentioned earlier, and Damiano is the new kid in school and isn't used to this sort of fake BS pretty lifestyle that these people have been living. And he too comes from a broken home, one where he's a bastard, meaning his dad had him out of wedlock, while Fabio, who was good friends with Kiara and the son of the principal, is secretly gay but can't come out of fear of his father and his cruel classmates, which again ties into the same premise as Elite. Both shows have the principal's son who is gay and also really close with the new Arab kid in school. Now both these young men decide to take a walk on the wild side. While not joining in illegal underage prostitution, both get involved with drugs and become drug dealers. Damiano does it because he is lost and needs to feel life due to the passing of his mother, and Fabio does it to feel alive, to feel that he has some control over the choices he makes in life. So again, just like the girls, the guys decide to go out and engage in dark and different lifestyles because in high school kids are still finding themselves, and going down different paths is a path to self-discovery, even if you're going down the wrong path. But all their stories surely become interconnected when Damio wants to go beyond just peddling drugs and joins Fiore, the girl's pimp, in his enterprise, which Damio realizes isn't just a game. These grown men are really out here preying on young high school girls. So Damiano does his best to save Ludo, while Chiara, who wants to make sure Damiano never sees her, makes her way out of it. And Damiano does the best that he could to save her, which includes crashing the car that they're all in order to stop the guys from touching all over Ludo and doing stuff. Granted, Damiano doesn't know how deep the girls are in this lifestyle, so he does his best to try to help as best as he could, which causes Damiano to be indebted to Fiore or risk getting killed. Even though Damiano does this to try to get Ludo away from this lifestyle, Chiara and Ludo decide that they feel powerful when they're in these situations with these grown men. They feel like they're in charge. They have some control of their life. They get to say no to this person or yes to that person, and they get paid for it, and they get complete control over these men who are pretty much treating them like adults, treating them the same way they would treat prostitutes of adult age, which gives them some semblance of control of their life. And because of that, they love that lifestyle. They love feeling in control and powerful. So they continue the lifestyle despite what Damiano has done for them. And the show pretty much ends in the most anticlimactic manner. And it just ends with Chiara having a voiceover, and that's it. None of the main points of the show get resolved. None of the characters actually have an ending to their character plots. Even Fabio, who actually comes out to his father, gets no resolution. So Fabio, Damiano, Chiara, Ludo, and even side characters, no one gets a resolution in this first season, and it is the most anticlimactic ending you could possibly ask for in the first season. And the fact that the show is only 6 episodes, the story beats move so fast that you really don't get your head grasped around what's actually going on, and then it ends. So here's hoping for a season 2, because the way it ends and the outrage, we might not get a second season. And to bring this thing full circle and to wrap it all up, the girls themselves are characters who you see why they joined the dark side, you see why they do what they do. It's the same thing goes for the guys, and you can see how the pressures of their affluent life and the high school pressures bring them down these paths. Even though they're not making the smartest of choices, it's understandable because they are children after all, and there's not much rhyme or reason to their actions besides the fact that they're kids and they don't quite understand the consequences of their actions just yet, even though they have an inkling of it. So we'll see if this gets a second season, if the outrage, which if you watch the show, it really isn't necessary, stops it from being a second season. Anyway, guys, that's the Netflix original, baby. That's it explained in its entirety. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anything missing, if there's anything you'd like me to add on to the video or explain that you didn't grasp from the first season. Let me know all that in the comment section below. And if you like the video, definitely hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. And until next time, binge on.